Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? Hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever you're at. I've never done a video on it, but I figured what the hell, I'll take it, I'll do a video on it now. This is just purely me doing this for fun. But this video, I actually decided I wanted to show my vape collection. Um, I months ago, I have had different people come out and tell me to learn about vaping, etc., etc., etc. Long story short, I'm not new to this gig. I've done them all, from building coils to doing atomizers, you name it. I've done it. I've done cloud chasers. I've done it all. So I'm pretty much just gonna give you like a walkthrough of my collection and uh, overall. I mean, th- this is pretty much it. So pretty much how this is gonna go is I've got everything from like your starter and amateur noob stuff here, which is some of the stuff I don't even remember the names of it anymore, but I got your starter gig here. Oh, before I even continue this, no, I do not support any tobacco, nicotine products, anything like that whatsoever. So just getting that out of the way really quick. But either or, nonetheless, this is one of my first vapes I started out with, which I'm gonna turn this darn light off so you can actually see it. There we go. There's that vape. Like I said, I got everything pretty much from your noob stuff all the way up to your big stuff. And for those of you who don't know, yes, this is the Titan, the big dog, which I believe this is version 2. It's from Steam Cave, and as of, well, I want to say, I got this probably almost a year ago. Good luck getting your hands on one of these. This is a Titan PWM mod version 1.5. Good luck getting your hands on one of these things. It actually took me 3.5 months to find one, and then when it was in stock to get it actually shipped to me. Very, very expensive mod. This does not come with the mod. This I had to buy separately. So altogether, there's when I bought this with the atomizer, altogether I want to say is just shy of $300. Just this right here. But either or, going back to everything, oh yeah, this is my self-mixing gig when I was mixing my own juice, when I was making my own juice. But anyway, back to it again. Got your typical amateur starter kit for your starter vape for your amateurs that are just starting out. Same thing with this one here. Then I jump into the DIY gig where you build your own vapes and stuff. And yes, I'll take each one of these atomizers off and show you them a little bit closer. But here's where it starts to get into the DIY gig, which this one, I got this one because I don't know, it's got kind of like a luxury look to it, and I liked it at the time. That's why I got that one. This one here, which is the Primo G Prive 4. G Prive 4. I got this one specifically because it had the brushed chrome look, and I like that. I think that's pretty cool. This one here, I got this just because I just wanted it. I just seen it on the shelf and I wanted to play with it, so I grabbed it. This one here, I got this one. This was my very first. This was my very first, and no, this atomizer wasn't on it when I got it. But this was my very first on the go vape that I had, and this was my primary on the go vape that I was using. And this one here I got specifically because I like the color. I think that's a pretty sick color. How it's like a blood candy apple red, more or less. Yeah, candy apple red. I think that's pretty sick. And well, the Titan, the Steam Cave PWM mod version 1.5, I got this because simple. Big dog. You ain't gonna get no bigger than this when it comes to vaping. Yeah, they do have bigger box mods out, but I mean, when it comes down to the big dog level, this is where it's at. But anyway, and that's not all the atomizers I got. I got a lot more down there, as you can see. These atomizers that are down here actually is what came with some of these when I bought them. But as you can see, I got a whole lot more going on down here. So, I mean, I got coils, atomizers, etc., etc. In here. I didn't want to zoom out. Or I didn't want to zoom in. There we go. Here I got my tweezers for when I'm doing the coils. I got coils here, got coils here, got a coil here. I got my scale, hit my weighing scale here, and yeah, there's the Geek Bar Pulse X. Got my nicotine here, got more coils here, got my cotton here, got my VGPG here. Somewhere in this room I've got actual like big gallons, a gallon of VG and gallon PG. I don't know, don't remember where the heck I put it though. But so yeah, I'm gonna put this on a tripod and show you guys a little bit of some of these vapes. This, I'm gonna take this atomizer off. This here, this is a Dead Rabbit. I forgot which one it is, but it's the drip atomizer. Which, if I remember how to get it off, some of these still have coils in it from when I was using them. There's that one. As you can see, the coil that I got in there. Yeah, the coils aren't straight. They were not like this when I was using it. It's just from how it's been sitting. So, but there's a drip atomizer, and that's pretty much that for that. And like I said, there's the vape. That's that. Then I will take and I will jump over to the Prive V4, G Prive V4, which here's the atomizer for this. And I think this one, yeah, I don't think I got batteries in this. Oh, I do. They're probably dead though. Oh, there we go. Some of these I don't have batteries in. Yeah, the batteries are dead. They definitely have to be dead. There we go, it's turning on. But that's pretty much what it looks like when it gets turned on. That's the screen. See if I can remember how to turn this thing off now. Unlock 3 times. I don't even care. I'm just going to leave it on. I don't even care. The batteries can die in it. I really don't care. I can just recharge it, so. But here's my other one, which this is the Drag M100S. And here is, I actually forgot, this is the Vape Espresso. Of course, it doesn't say the actual name of the. There we go. Vape Espresso iTank 2. And pretty simple with this one. The coil goes inside here. There's the bottom. Screw it on. Then when you want to go and fill it, you just push this little button, and the top flips over, and you fill it up right there. Done deal. Put it on. Which I believe that coil is, yep, that coil is right here. And put that back on. Then you're off to the races, which I don't believe this one, yep, this one has a battery in it. So you can see what that looks like with it on. And this one's pretty much straightforward. You just, to turn it on, there's no screen, no nothing, you just turn it on. This is another Dead Rabbit. No, this is the Fat Rabbit, my apology. It's a Fat Rabbit, and it's got the dual levels on it. So you take the top off, there's inside of that. See if I can zoom this in a little bit so I get some light in this for you guys. There's your Dead Rabbit, or your Fat Rabbit. And so you take the top off, that's where you fill it up. And then the bottom here is where the coil goes in, which, as you can see, that coil is toast. This, I was actually doing, last time I used this, I was doing cloud chasing. So yeah, I had that quite hot. I was pushing some power. But that's how that goes, is dual stage. So you got your venting up here on the top, venting down here on the bottom. That's pretty much that. And every one of these atomizers I had used on all these vapes, including this one. This monster atomizer here, I've used on all these vapes, just playing around. And then, yeah, you pretty much got this one here, which this one here is the Stick Prince. I got this purely because of the color, as I said. And it's, there's no changing the voltage. There's no, I believe it's set to 80. Yeah, I believe it's set to 80 and the battery's 300 milliamp hours. And like I said, you can't change the wattage or the voltage or whatever. You can't change none of that. How it's set, it's how it's set. I think it's set to 80. I don't quite remember, but that's pretty much that. And this is actually probably my most favorite atomizer that I got that actually came with one of the vapes. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. But the one that actually came with this, which I actually do have it, and I remember which one it came with it specifically because the color, obviously it matches. This is the atomizer that came with it. I like the atomizer. I like everything about it. The only thing I like about it is the stupid yellow rings. That throws it all off. My opinion, those should either be white, black, or red like the rest of the vape. But that's exactly how I bought it. So that's pretty much that. And then that's that. And then you got the beast, the top dog. I've actually got to hold it. I actually have to hold this almost a foot and a half away from the camera actually to get it in camera view. But there's your Steam Crave Titan PWM version 1.5. This thing is an absolute monster. Heavy wise, it is heavy as hell. And here's my scale. So what I'll take and try to do for you is I'll see if it'll max out my scale or not. But if it doesn't, I'll actually show you. There's no juice in it. I don't even think there's batteries in it. Oh yeah, there's 4 batteries in it, so I could turn it on for you, show you what it looks like. But if it doesn't max out my scale, yep, it overloaded the scale, so I can't even show you how much the thing weighs. It overloaded my scale, so yeah. And the max capacity of it is 500 grams. So yeah, it overloaded the scale. It didn't even take it off, 0, put it on, it maxes it out instantly. So yeah, but nonetheless, this thing is heavy. It's heavy. There's no way around it. But nonetheless, you turn it on. I think it's 3 or 5. Maybe it's 5. I think that was 5. But that's it turned on. And as it shows, I do have a coil in here now, which I didn't even know I did. And the coil is set to 0.43 ohms, which I can crank it all the way up to 8.40 volts. And if I push it, that's 1.64 volts or watts. So, which as you can see, not happy because, well, I have no juice in there. So yeah, it's gonna burn it up, but I don't care. There, it's off. I ain't gotta worry about it now. If I take the atomizer off, that's what it looks like with the atomizer off. And now if I take and get into it more, unscrew the bottom, there's the bottom of it, which the coil is going to be in right there. And what I'll take and do for you guys really quick is I will plug it in, or I'll plug this back in, and I'll give you a little demo of just how violently this thing fires. Come on, it'll turn on. Oh, probably help if I had the bottom on. There we go. I'll max it out and give her a squeeze. Violent. She don't play. Very violent. I used this thing one time with this thing maxed out, and I did a cloud chasing build, and wow, did it rock my lungs. The amount of vape that I put out was insane. I think it was 2 puffs, and I had this entire room filled like, the best way I could describe it is like a foggy morning. I know you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. 2 puffs from this thing where I filled my lungs right up and then I let it out doing cloud chasing with it. 2 puffs, this room was fogged right out. But I'll do that one more time. Like I said, again, with it maxed out, I'll do it one more time. I'll squeeze it. You can just see how violent that is, how fast it ramps right up. Ain't no joke. But that's pretty much that. And there's the lid for it to come off. That's that. It's got its different levels, lock, unlock, etc., etc. But yeah, so I mean that's pretty much that. Which I'm not even gonna. Now I gotta put this thing back together. And I'll burn in my fingers. Just give me a moment. Gotta remember how to put this thing back together now. It's been almost a year since I played around with this thing. There we go. Come on. There we go. But there she is, the beast. Big dog level. When you want to take and go for a ride with vaping, you get a big dog vape. There you go. But yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much that. Like I said, I got my different coils here. I used to build my own coils from scratch, but for the amount of time it takes, and being the coils don't last too long. I mean, some people get a lot of usage out of them, some people don't, etc., etc., etc. But the amount of time it takes, it became faster. Well, I don't have time to waste to be building coils over and over and over and build them ahead of time. So I mean, it got quicker for me just to start buying them. But these are the coils, the pre-made coils that I have now. Got those there. And then I got these coils here, which these coils I primarily use. And then depending on the atomizer I'm working on, this is my screwdriver for the screws. And I mean, that's pretty much really about it. And then there's my ceramic tweezers for when I'm doing the brushing of the coils to get them to fire evenly. Those of you who build your own coils, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And these are pretty much my cutting needle nose, my cutting tweezers for the coils. I know some of you may be thinking, well, how do you set the ohms with the coils? You don't have the ohm machine. You don't need the ohm machine. The way that I take it, well, when I took it, when I did it, how I do it is I'll take when I'm building my vape and I'm building my coil, how I take and I do it is, and I will take, I can't show you with this one because this one takes the Allen keys, so it'll probably be my fat rabbit that I'll have to show you with, but I'll show you how I do it. I think it's gonna be the fat rabbit or the dead rabbit, whatever the hell you want to call it. But you could do it with any vape that reads the ohm load. All right, it's gonna be this one here. There. Now, how I took and how I did it when I was doing it, I really don't think this has a battery in it. Oh, it does. All right, I don't know if you can read it where it says 28 ohms there, but how I was doing it when I did it, which I'll do it really quick. Oh, no, now my stuff is starting to fall. I'll do it really fast to show you. These coils, I don't care about these coils anymore, so I can show you really quick. There's that. No, I was not prepared to do this at all. I'm just doing this at the spur of the moment, just to show. You don't need none of those fancy coil machines that are stupid expensive. How I actually took it, I did it, or when I was doing mine, is as you see, it says no coil there at all. Okay, fine, Danny, no coil. The second I take and I put the coil in, and then I tighten down the screws, it's going to give me my ohm load. Which is exactly how I was doing my coils without using those ohm tools that stores sell that are stupid expensive. $30 for a tool when your rebuildable atomizer is your tool for free. Right there, right off the bat, it read my ohm load, which is at 0.86. Now, if I take it, I put another one in, it'll drop it down more. So that's pretty much that. And if I raise the coil up, it should change the ohm load again. Which I will fire this coil, and if the coil doesn't fire evenly, I'll show you really quick on how to get it to fire even for those who may be interested in that. I can actually show you a couple different things really quick, I can show you a couple different things really quick because this coil isn't even straight. It looks like hell. So I'm going to straighten out the coil really quick. I'm not going after anything perfect. I'm just giving an example. There you go. That's pretty much that. Now saying coil short. Okay. It's been a while since I've done this. There you go. No coil. Need be, I'll just grab a whole brand new coil. I've got more than enough here to play around with. All right, there we go. It's gonna run. I'm gonna crank up the power. As you can see, that's not firing all that at all. Come on, focus. As you can see, that's not firing all that at all. So what I'm gonna take and do, very simple, is I'm gonna take and get my tweezers and brush it. Because what you want is you want the coil to, when it starts to glow, you want the glow from the center out on both sides. So you want the glow center out, and then when it goes away, you just want it to the glow to go away evenly. So overall, this is going to be your perfect fire. That's a perfect fire. You cannot get a better fire than that. So there you go. You just see, there you go. You've seen that. Just give you a quick little trick. Now, or just give you a quick little demonstration. Now, there's hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of videos of people who go more in depth with what I just did. So, you could feel free to give them a look on vaping coils or DIY coils, etc., etc. I'm not trying to get into that, do any of that. Because I said, to me, I don't really care about it anymore. It's whatever to me. But, I'm pretty much just wanted to show my collection and show what I got going on, and yeah, so that's pretty much that. Oh, for those of you who made it to the end of this video, which this is the end now, for those of you who made it to the end of the video, anybody who wants to, anybody who has any requests for any DIY vape, not DIY vapes, but disposable vapes, anybody who wants to see a disposable vape torn down or whatever, give me a shout out in the comments. Let me know the vape, and I will be more than happy to grab the vape and do a teardown of it. And yeah, that'll pretty much be that. So with that being said, hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever you're at. I'm out. Later.